Hey guys, it's Richard at Alphint with another market update. So after getting into an oversold territory, that was followed by a pretty decent bounce up, and we'll discuss today what to do next. We'll look at some coins in an uptrend with fresh bullish momentum that could be good trading candidates for this market upswing. But first, let me mention that if you're serious about making money trading altcoins, check out our trading education curriculum, which includes 10 webinar lessons complete with notes, where we teach 7 trading strategies that you can use on Alphint's platform. And these lessons are basically real trading sessions. So again, after getting into an oversold territory, the market has bounced up. Let's look at Ethereum, same for Bitcoin and many of the other coins as well. What defines as oversold territory is when RSI, the relative strength index, dips close to 30. And here we got, under 40, closer to 30 right here especially. And we published a video on the 24th of February where we actually discussed this dip as buying opportunity, oversold, a bounce back, and we're seeing that that's worked well. And this strategy, buying the oversold conditions, has worked well in the last a few situations. The other time that this was the case as well was about a month ago in January, when in fact the RSI for some of these coins was extremely oversold, under 30, almost at 20 for Ethereum. And then we had a massive, really solid 30-40% upswing. We saw that back in early January as well, a smaller upswing then. But in any case, the positive with Ethereum and Bitcoin as well, the two bellwethers, is that these coins made a higher low, meaning while the low back in January on the downswing was about 2,100, the low on this downswing was about 2,300. So we made a higher low, and as you can see, this volume here really spiked up. So the pullback was met by pretty aggressive buying. So still overall we're in a downtrend, as indicated by our trend rating. However, these are positive signs that perhaps we are making a bottom here after a pretty massive pullback in the market overall, and these could be signs of a trend reversal as well. So more recently, we got a buy flag from MACD, so momentum has inflected or turned bullish, and the test now for Ethereum is $3,000 levels, is where we are. This is an important resistance level. In the past, it acted as a support level, right? And so if we surpass that, we're likely to see Ethereum advance to the next resistance level, which is around the 200-day moving average, 3,500 or so. So keep an eye on this. You could create an alert to notify when Ethereum crosses above the $3,000 threshold. Today, let's go ahead and do that, in fact. So to create an alert, you go into the filters and say we want to be alerted on Ethereum when price is above 3,000. So it's that simple, and then you click on the alert button and give it a name. All right, now that alert will be among your alerts here section. But today I wanted to also look at building a custom filter that will look for coins in an uptrend. Believe it or not, there are coins in an uptrend that have a fresh bullish momentum upswing. You can start with some building blocks that you can find on the signal summary section here, where we put together some predefined filters. And the one that captures coins in an uptrend is right here. That indicates that on the daily time interval, there are 57 coins that are in an uptrend across the short-term, medium-term, and long-term time horizons. So here we are. There's about 75 of these coins, or 77 according to the signal summary. Now, I want to narrow down the list to those coins that, first of all, have some okay market cap and liquidity. So let's give it a minimum of 5 million market cap. So that reduces the number to 28. Also, I wanted these situations or these coins to have a rising MACD histogram, which would indicate an improving momentum. So these are coins that are swinging up. Okay, now we're down to 16. Let's look at the list. Okay, Leo, DeFi chain, Kyber network. Okay, one thing that I would modify here, we could work with this list, but one thing that I potentially would modify is removing the long-term uptrend, because of the downtrend that we've been in really for the last 3 months since November. Very few coins will be in a long-term uptrend, and for us to capture some of the trend reversals, we have to focus on the shorter term time horizon. So by removing the long-term uptrend criteria, I'll keep the short-term and the medium-term in the criteria. So now we've got some interesting coins here. Let's take a look. First of all, I'm going to add some of my favorite indicators, such as RSI and MACD. These are two commonly used trend and momentum indicators. Now, as you can see, Lunaterra has been on a tear. If you look at the bigger chart, right? 100 is actually an all-time high. So we're approaching 100 here. Solid momentum, clearly MACD is in the buy. RSI is trending up, getting slightly overbought here as we approach the $100 resistance. All-time highs are typically robust or considerable resistance areas. So here at these levels at 90 or so, I'd say we'll probably get even closer to 100, but we'll encounter some stiff resistance. So I would look for maybe a pullback, a buy it at $80 or so if there is such a pullback in an uptrend, or wait for the price to actually break above the $100 resistance to give me an indication that the buyers have overwhelmed the sellers at this level. So that's that. Let's do one more thing, by the way. We can experiment by adding one of the things. So all of these coins are in an uptrend on the short-term and medium-term basis, and using the MACD histogram criteria, they have a bullish upswing in momentum. Now, some of them, though, the upswing is old, if you will. It's the momentum typically works in upswings, downswings. It comes and goes. So ideally, we want to catch these when the upswing is just about to take hold or is just getting started. So I'll add another criteria to this by saying that the MACD is still bearish, it's still a sell, but the histogram is already improving. So here are the situations. Like Leo, it's got a sell flag on MACD, but the histogram is improving. You see those green bars? Those are already improving. Similarly with DeFi chain, it's got a sell flag, it pulled back here, now it's bounced off, MACD is improving. And so those are good situations where you know you're trading with a trend. That's the rule number one. We're trading with the trend. We are trading with the uptrend. These coins had a modest pullback, and now the momentum is in an upswing and are about to get really bullish. So these would be some interesting situations to take a look at and maybe take advantage of as well. Now, having said that, I also wanted to take a look at, first of all, you can save this filter for future reuse. Let's go ahead and do that. Save, say, uptrend on the short-term, medium-term basis, and momentum up. Okay, so now I have it among my saved filters. Here on the bottom, I have a lot of the saved filters. In the future, I can just go ahead and apply this filter. Secondly, we can make an alert out of this as well. Okay, so we're going to get alerts with a list of coins that satisfy this criteria in the future on the alert section. And then lastly, what I also wanted to do is take a look at one other situation that I think is interesting. And that's if I remove the last criteria on the list was a really good looking chart here and a breakout from MWC, which is Mimblewimble coin. Some of you may have heard about it. And when we look at the chart, it looks really interesting, really impressive run lately. And it's, as you can see, clearly the resistance area was around $10, $10, right? It's in an uptrend, clearly based on our trend rating. When we add MACD and RSI, here's MACD, RSI. So MACD just crossed over into a buy territory. RSI is rising, also very bullish, particularly when it crosses above 50. That's a bullish crossover. And we've broken above the $10 level. So here is a situation, a breakout with improving momentum that I think could take the price much higher from these levels. If we take a bigger picture at the bigger, if we take a look at a bigger picture, we can once again see that historically this $10 has been a resistance area that we've just cleared, and the all-time high is around $25. So we've got a lot of gains potentially ahead of us. So this is a very interesting situation as well, which we found using the filter that we just defined today. I hope that helps everyone with your trading. If you have any questions, please email us at invest@altfins.com. Good luck, everyone.